Honey, I'm in the basement and water is coming in.
Oh, the computer is ruined.
Oh, the kid's photo album is destroyed.
Before or after your basement leaks, call someone you can trust. Call the experts at Basement Services 911 for waterproofing, mold and mildew treatment, structure repair, and humidity control systems. Wet to dry in the blink of an eye. Call Basement Services 911 at 877-495-9111.
Problem that most people have? Yes, sir. This is standard. This is called a subfloor pressure relief system. We're doing the entire perimeter of this basement. We've actually prepped it so we could show people today what we do. And we have different stages here. As you can see, it's a real wet basement, even though it's a dry day today. You can see the water in the foundation, in the walls, and we have to get that water out of the walls.
Now, some people might have this in their homes right now and not even know it, right?
Most homes have it. If you have a block wall, I'm sure you have water in the walls.
And let's talk about water for 1 second, because they always say water will always find the easiest way or whatever.
Takes the path of least resistance.
There you go. That's what it is. Now, when your crew comes out and do that, obviously there's going to be a little bit of mess involved, but it's like an old PennDOT thing, temporary convenience, permanent improvement, right?
That's what we say. We tell them it's messy and dirty, and it's a couple days of mess. We warm them up front. We do the best we can. We cover things with plastic and tarps and covers. This one's nice because we have an exterior door. We can go right in and out. We're not through the people's house, so we don't have to do quite as much work.
Well, some people might not know what's involved. Why don't you tell us what's involved in a job like this?
Okay, what's going on here is the crews have got it in different stages, so I can explain it to you. If you look in this wall, we've actually removed the floor and dug a trench around the entire perimeter, moved the basement, the floor, and dug down 8 to 12 inches till we find the lowest part of the basement in the footer. We go next to the footer and we drill holes in the wall to alleviate the pressure out of the walls, the water out of the walls, and every block has water in it. Then what we do is we put a fabric down, put a pipe on top of it, a perforated PVC pipe, cover it with stone, and use this product, Mirror Drain. And you can see the water runs downhill to the pump, which is installed in the lowest part of the basement. We let the water run downhill, everything goes in, and as long as we dig the crock deep enough and pump the water out, we can control all the water running down into the pump, under your floor, away from your walls, away from your basement slab, so it stays dry. You can see the fabric to keep the dirt from coming up and clogging the pipe. The stone allows the filtration out of the walls with the holes we showed you, which we drilled, which are drilled on every wall. They get it prepared for at least 2 to 4 inches of matching depth of concrete that's existing. So we put the same thickness of concrete back that we took out.
For jobs such as this, Scott, does someone have to go get a license at the township or the borough, whatever? Does a code enforcement officer have to come out?
That's a great question, Mark. Normally, most towns it's not required. We do register our company in all the towns. There's an annual registration fee for most towns that you have to be a certified contractor, proof of insurance, so forth and so on. But you don't have to have structure, plumbing inspectors or any type of building inspector normally inspect this work because it's not a structural repair. It's a maintenance issue. We're drying the basement out. We're giving you a better living condition. We're not changing the physical condition of the house.
Okay.
We're just improving what's existing.
Now here we're in a basement that's not finished. Say for example, somebody moved into a house and maybe they don't have any problems, and then 2 or 3 years after they moved into what is their dream home, wow, big storm, whatever, and then they find they got 2 inches of water in a finished basement and all that, you know, I mean, then are we talking big bucks or what?
Well, it takes a little more effort to do the basement if it's a finished basement, but there's some tricks. What we'll do is we'll cut the drywall at a chair rail height and remove it from the chair rail height down. So we can just replace that drywall because we have to get to what's called the cove. That's where the wall meets the floor. Right. And that's the most critical part, as you can see, to get this perimeter drain in place. And once we do that, then Mark from my company can come out and can put that drywall back, get the basement back in the finished condition, reinstall their floor covering, whatever they're going to do in that space. This system's also guaranteed for life, And most of my customers are in the process of increasing the value of their house by increasing the space in the basement and making it a living space. This could be nice space down here. They'd have room for a play set for the kids to play, ride their bikes when it's raining out or whatever. They can make these rooms and spaces much more usable space.